and your day has been going well. So this just Uche's thoughts, my musings. Okay, so life. You know my name, right? You know my name. Okay, my name is Uche Akomas, your lady Uche Akomas. Life is not perfect. We all know that, right? And there is no perfect marriage. There is no perfect family. There is no perfect relationship. So we are imperfect, right? Okay. Follow me closely, please. The truth is, we are all graduates of the universities of our parents. We are graduates of the schools of values, schools of character, schools of behavior. But life, I would say we're not yet graduates because we are still learning, we are living, and as long as we breathe, as long as we walk on the surface of this earth, we are still in the school of life. Over the years, when I see certain things, when I see some ladies do certain things or see some guys do certain things that are unacceptable, for example, maybe if I see a runs girl, a prostitute, I don't want to call them, I don't want to call prostitute, but if I see someone prostituting, I'd rather say what the person is doing and not call the person what she is or what she call her by what she does. Yeah. So if I see someone, a girl prostituting, like I see in movies, but the first time I passed through Allen Avenue, Allen in Ikeja, Lagos, I saw some girls and I looked at them with so much compassion. I looked at them with pity. Pity in the sense that if they know better, they will do better. Pity in the sense that they probably have the program to your mind to believe that's what they're good for. And that's the only means of livelihood. That wasn't my thought. That wasn't how I viewed life or view people like that several years ago. But the truth is, I've come to understand, by the grace of God, my relationship with Christ and life, that people do things not because they want to do them, but because maybe they don't have control over the situations they find themselves in. Am I excusing irresponsibility while living? Of course not. I'm not. But please follow me. I'm going somewhere. There is something that happens to us, and it's a mind conditioning. It's either in the good way or in the bad way. So when our mind is conditioned in the wrong way, we believe all the wrong things. We accept all the wrong things, especially when we see it happening within our environment. What am I trying to say? The experience you had growing up can make or mar you. It is still that same mind conditioning. For instance, let's say that maybe you grew up in a dysfunctional home where mom and dad are at each other's daggers drawn. They're always fighting. Neighbors are coming to separate quarrels, separate fights and everything. Or maybe your mom was at the receiving end being beaten by your dad, or your father was at the receiving end being beaten by your mom. We know that abuse is not a gender thing. It could be a man abusing a woman, it could be a woman abusing a man. Okay, so you saw all of that play out while you were growing up. And you hated all of that. You could hate your dad for beating your mom. You could hate your mom for, insulting your dad or disrespecting your dad or abusing your father. And you could say, I'm not going to do this to my wife. I'm not going to do this to my husband. And then you go on with your life. It doesn't end there. It's not just enough for you to say, I'm not going to do this to my wife. I'm not going to do this to my husband. Yes, you have said it, but you need to back it up with action. You need to back it up with action. When I meet guys, even friendship, even acquaintance. When we talk, when I have conversations with them, I have an idea of where they're coming from, experiences they've been through. And this is why it's important that while you are dating, ladies and gentlemen, while you are dating, don't just get to know that person you're dating. Get to know his or her background. I know that no family is perfect, right? Like I said initially. But it's possible that what the person is displaying in the relationship could have its root somewhere. I did a video sometime, I don't know if I've posted it, about abuse, and I said that when abuse happens, people sometimes blame the abuser. Yes, I'm not excusing bad behavior. I am not exonerating people that abuse, both men and women. I am not exonerating abusers. But the truth is, abuse doesn't just happen. It has a root. And so other traits or other things you notice in people have a root. When you see a lady that is so much, how do I put it? So much into a man, such that if the guy says he's not doing again, he's working out from the relationship, she feels that her whole world is crumbling. There could be a reason. When you are, maybe notice that a lady is toxic and you want to end the relationship. Maybe you've tried all you can to help her and it's not working. I just know what, I can't deal with this. And she maybe tries to commit suicide. She tries to blackmail you. She tries to manipulate you just for you to change your mind and stay in the relationship. There is something wrong. That lady could be going through daddy issues. Now, daddy issues are as a result of ladies or women not having either cordial relationship with their fathers or not having their fathers present in their growing up years or in their lives. So because there is the absence of a father figure in their lives, they see men and they just latch on them. Are you following me? So when you notice certain things in a man, when you notice certain things in a woman which appear to you, come to you as red flags, don't deal with it on the surface. Don't look at it at the face value. There is a root. It is coming from somewhere. It has a source. And you need to deal with it. If not, it's going to affect you later on. So if you're a lady, if you're a guy and you have certain childhood trauma, there are things that you have not reconciled with your past. You probably have this idea of men being scum. If you're for ladies, you have this perception about men as being dogs, all men are the same, all men cheat and all of that. I don't believe that, by the way. It's not just on the surface. There's a programming. Your mind has been programmed to believe that. It could be from the experiences you had. It could be from what your mother told you about what your dad did to her or what men did to her that has now conditioned your mind. Listen, when we have a mind conditioned in a certain way, it will be very difficult for us to think out of the box. If I have my mind conditioned that men are cheats, if I have my mind conditioned that men are scum, which I do not agree with, there is never a man I will meet that conditioning will not play out. It will play out in the way I relate with him. It will play out in the way I talk to him. It will play out in the way I treat him. There is a mind conditioning. So, while you're still single, it's important that you use your single life, your single season, to resolve everything. Deal with your demons. When I talk about demons, I'm not talking about being possessed. No. Deal with those little foxes that spoil the vine, those things that may seem insignificant, but they have very intense and deep effect when they manifest. Do you have daddy issues? Look at your life. Examine your life. Before somebody's son finds you, find yourself. Why do I do what I do? Understand who you are. Understand why you do certain things the way you do them. That way, you'll be able to deprogram yourself, if there is any word like that. But in simple terms, unlearn, relearn, unlearn. Unlearn the negative patterns. Unlearn the negative values. Relearn the things you need to relearn. Relearn loving men. Relearn understanding that all men are not the same. Relearn that men can treat you right. That you are loving, you are worthy of love, and you deserve love, true love, genuine love. And learn. Until you've been able to do these things, you'll find yourself going round in circles. You'll find yourself recycling the same kind of men or the same kind of women. Men that treat you bad, men that look down on you, women that disrespect you, women that use you and dump you, women that do not value you. You are what you attract. You can't think that you are worthy of love and attract someone who doesn't love you. You teach your heart to fall in love with the right person. When people say love is wicked, I look at them like I don't understand, because I can't relate to it. Love is not wicked, and love is not blind. There is no such thing as love at first sight too. So you teach your heart to fall in love. You don't just fall in love anyhow. You teach your heart to fall in love. You teach your heart to grow in love. And you teach your heart to unlove. That's the word I'm using for myself, unlove. Okay, I hope you were able to pick a thing or two from this thing I shared with you. I don't know who this is for, but I just thought I should share it. I hope it blesses someone, and I hope that it inspires someone to make the right decision. Okay, have a great day. Bye.